Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. Your purchase and pricing email address in the description below for your questions about buying this or any watch you see on our website or our channel, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing a 2014 launch based on a 2012 model. This is the rose gold version of the Lange Sohne Lange Tourbillon Perpetual Calendar. 41.9 millimeters in rose gold. You can see this timepiece is only 12.7 millimeters thick, so it's only half a millimeter thicker than a Daytona. It's more slender than it looks at first glance. Lug to lug, it's 50 millimeters with a spacing of 22 millimeters between the lugs. Throwing it on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, this flagship complication wears well and easily. I would recommend it for a wrist as small as 14.5 centimeters circumference. You really feel the heft here. It's a lot of precious metal inside and out because the dial itself is made of sterling silver. Now, taking a quick look at the hardware and software, you will note that the watch includes a strap made by Jean Rousseau of Paris. It is somewhere between navy and purple. It's a very dark purple with a lovely rose gold. And you can see the rose gold contrasting stitch is gorgeous, lush, and perfectly keyed to the case. Turning it over, you'll note the Jean Rousseau strap, unlike the Lange factory piece, is gator on both sides, which means you're winding up with something that is actually more durable, more expensive, and more upscale than factory fitment. This is uncommon for a Lange watch. A full deployant clasp. In general, even high-end Lange models feature a pin buckle, so what you're seeing here is upscale equipment even by the standards of an upscale brand. Security while donning or removing at bedside. Now, the watch is all of high polish with the characteristic Lange lugs broken out separate from the case. There's a simple crown with the Lange logo, and I should mention that if you fall a day or a few days behind, you simply use the pusher adjuster that's right down here at approximately 8 o'clock, and that adjusts everything from the day, the date, the moon phase, the leap year, and the month in sync. So just use this pusher adjuster to advance everything in sync if you fall a few days behind. Now let's take a look at this dial. As I mentioned earlier, it is made of sterling silver. It is then galvanized this silver white color that you see. There is a solid gold moon phase down at, again, approximately, we'll call this 7:15 o'clock, and the disc itself is made of gold. It is also a 122-year adjustment interval moon phase, so whereas the watch can deal with leap years and irregular length months, but it needs to be adjusted by the manufacturer in the year 2100, the moon phase actually has a longer adjustment interval than that. Now, the calendar itself features an orbital month, a retrograding day of the week indicator. It features a double-digit Lange date, of course a moon phase, and then there is a day-night indicator on the dial, so you know, for example, whether you're looking at the day or the night. So I know by looking at the day-night indicator that I'm looking at 9 a.m. because this little triangular gold wedge is pointing to the light, not the dark blue side of its circle. The watch features applique rose gold indices, numerals, and hands, and of course it is a tourbillon, but take note, when I pull the crown out, look at that, the small seconds has halted because this is a rare tourbillon that features a stop seconds function. Now, behold caliber L0821. 75 synthetic rubies and 1 real diamond, which you can see on the underside of the tourbillon carriage. That is a real diamond. You'll also note double precious metal rotor. The rotor itself, with a double finish, the chiseling as well as the satination, is made of 21 karat yellow gold. The mass, as you can see, is made of satin finished platinum. I don't know of any other brand that does that. It is a automatic winder with a 50-hour power reserve, beating away at 21,600 vibrations per hour. For durability's sake, the tourbillon is free-sprung, adjusted in 5 positions, the high horology standard, and it includes a handmade overcoil hairspring to ensure concentric beating in any orientation with respect to gravity. A tourbillon and a perpetual calendar with a rare stop seconds function. It is more. It is beautiful. You can see glasuta stripes across the 3/4 style bridge. Of course, it is multiple bridge components, but it is designed to evoke a pocket watch of the 19th century, as would have been made in Saxony by a Lange Sohne. There's a black polished cap on the rotor center. Note that there are both black polished screws and fired blue screws on this movement, and the bridges and plates are that golden hue because that is a nickel copper zinc alloy known colloquially as German silver. The nickel copper zinc is golden because of the copper content. It is highly corrosion resistant, again evocative of pocket watches. You'll also note there are two sizes of engine turned perlage outboard. On the base plate there's a micro perlage inboard and a macro perlage outboard. There is mirrored anglage on the edge of every bridge, and you'll note the use of freehand engraving on the train as well as the underlying half bridge for the tourbillon. Double freehand engraving. These components are identical on no two examples of this watch. You can see there's more engine turning on the base plate, satination on the wheels, and note the use of spiral spokes for the wheels themselves, again to evoke vintage German clocks and pocket watches. 30 meters, water resistant. This is the complete package. If you want the ultimate a Lange Sohne Lange 1 tourbillon, you want it with a perpetual calendar. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.